Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome one and all. My name is Michael, I'm the B03 Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Gatewalkers. This is, of course, our Pathfinder 2nd Edition adventure featuring these wonderful and amazing Patreons who support the channel, keep the lights on, and allow me to do all these cool, crazy, wonderful, and amazing things we do here on the DAG channel. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
Now, before we press on, we have some emergency announcements, guys. The most important announcement right now that I can give you is that, ladies and gentlemen, can we give it up for our freaking guy up here, this freaking guy, Nomad, who has just raised a fuck ton of money in a 12-hour stream for the Starlight Foundation, which is a foundation that helps children's hospitals, helps provide young sick people with resources to be able to get back to being kids and enjoy stuff. Now, I think one thing that Nomad didn't really realize was that I'm actually also a very big advocate supporter of the Starlight Foundation, and a friend of mine has actually been in cahoots with Captain Starlight here in Australia as well. We have a very big culture around supporting charities that help young people. I myself, being a youth worker who works with young at-risk Australians as well, honestly, it is one of the most heartwarming and amazing things to know about my friend, and I want us to give a big shout-out to, of course, Nomad, and if we can give a shout-out to his channel as well, go check him out and check out all the cool stuff, because this is not the first time he's done shit like this, so go give some support, give some love. Nomad, thank you for your service, you fucking legend, you.
Thank you. Not where I thought you were going with the emergency announcement.
Nah, I know.
what?
I'm sick of talking about my shit, okay? We know my shit. We know what's going on with Dag right now. But I wanna fucking uplift shit, okay? That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm all about. But yeah, no, dude, honestly, and guys, again, like I said, it is never too late as well, in order to go and support and donate to things like the Starlight Foundation as well. It's honestly such a great cause. We've done like a ton of like role-playing game streams. Dreaded GM, who of course, as everyone knows, is like my Twitch sibling, does a ton of the donations and stuff like that for Starlight as well. So, we are very big for people who support our young minds and our young people. We invest in the future. That's what we're all about. So yeah, there you go.
I never knew that about you, Dag.
I know you didn't, but that's okay. But there you go.
There's always something new. Goddamn.
It is. But yeah, no. And see, that just shows that we're actually friends, because I don't need to give you the pitch. You just like me for me, and that makes me happy, okay? That's it.
And now you just gradually become an Australian onion. Layers upon layers. They just keep going.
That's true. I am the Dag onion. Some might call me a bloomin' onion. But that's not fucking Australian.
Oh,
okay?
It was right there. I missed the bloomin' onion joke. Damn it.
But they're not Australian. We don't have bloomin' onions. I have onion rings. I know we like them. They're pretty tasty.
I don't know, though. I went to Outback. I saw it there. That's Australian, right?
Oh, dude, I can tell you how much stuff about... Okay, you know what? Outback's actually really good. I'm not going to lie, right? Okay, hold on. Sorry, we're going to take a moment here. We are going to play some games, right, today. But, as you can see, we don't have Neil and we don't have Jen, which means because Neil isn't here, we have actually got a lot more wiggle room for wasting time because... so mean. I love Neil.
You give me time to find No Bad Sandal.
I would say it to his face if he was here. You know that. I'm not saying this behind his back. I love you, Neil. All right. Anyway, as I was saying, I went to Outback Steakhouse in LA while I was on stopover for a Gen Con trip. And it was one of these things where it's like everyone was telling me you have to go to Outback Steakhouse. Why? Because I'm the dead Aussie gamer, and it's apparently the most Australian thing you guys have. Now, I will say this. Here's the following thing. It does an okay steak. For something that's a steakhouse, I did expect a little more, I will admit, right? But you guys don't have Australian beef, so I get it. It's okay. It's fine. It's possible, okay? Aussies and the Japanese, we've nailed beef, okay? The Texans, hey, I've been told a lot about Texan, and I've been told a lot about brisket, I've been told a lot about this. I've been told a lot of things, but I've never enjoyed those things, right? Okay, so until I do, they're just words to me, okay? But Outback Steakhouse was an okay steak. Now, the three things I got that were very un-Australian, but also, again, very Australian. The first was the shrimp on the barbie, because we don't fucking do shrimp on the barbie, right? We have prawn. That's what we call it. We don't call it shrimp. We call it prawn. And it was actually really fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were amazing. I could have eaten a bucket of those, and I was like, oh fuck, I wish we did shrimp on the barbie. I would fucking eat tons of shrimp on the barbie if we had that in Australia, but we don't. So there's that. The second thing was the this fucking Tim Tam slice cake thing. It was like a big brownie with like Tim Tams jammed into it, right? Now, it broke my heart to see so many broken Tim Tams, because as an Australian, the way to eat a Tim Tam is a Tim Tam slam, which, as some of you more savvy people on the internet know, is you bite the end of a Tim Tam, flip it over, bite the other end of a Tim Tam, get a hot beverage, and you use it like a straw, and then you just eat and slurp that bad boy up. That is what you do. So when you see destroyed Tim Tams being used to decorate a cake, there's some part of you that just feels like, this is not Australian. What the fuck am I looking at here? What have you done? I can't use this for shit. It was really tasty, though. It was very rich, very sugary, as I expected. Most of the stuff in America was really big and sugary and sweet, right? It was fine. It was definitely not Australian. That was pure America right there. I felt the America. The third thing was the bloomin' onion. And the bloomin' onion was okay. Again, it was fried onion. We do fried onion. That's what onion rings are. But we do onion rings. That's how we do it. This blossom thing was very, very fiddly, very fucky for an Australian. Australian, we don't fucking do that. We just kung, rings in the fucking fryer, done. Right? That's it. So it's nice, it's simple, delicious. So there you go. Now you have my review on Outback Steakhouse. Yeah.
Jack?
Yeah.
Is there a cultural precedent for the fact that they always go for pumpernickel bread, or they just decide pumpernickel bread?
I can't spell pumpernickel. We don't have it anywhere. If you ask me where to get pumpernickel bread, I would not be able to tell you. We've got white and we got whole grain. If you want bread, fucking talk to the Germans, okay? They fucking bread, okay? They bread hard.
Fucking Spaghetti proves, yeah. I've met, oh dear God, so much bread.
Okay, there you go. So there you go. Food for things. You had this conversation with Robert Hartley a couple of months ago about Tim Tams in the UK. There are Tim Tams in the UK. Tim Tams are amazing in the UK. They're very easy to find in the UK. So there you go. Are you happy you now know about Outback Steakhouse and the thing with it, Kyle?
I feel
enlightened.
Like I learned something today. I feel like I learned something today.
I love that.
Yeah.
I did try the shark attack shot cocktail thing. They gave me the shark to keep, though. I didn't know if they do that for everyone, but they gave me the shark to keep, which was very sweet of them. I think it's because I was wearing the Kubra and shit like that, and that was like, everyone told me I had the thick accent and everything, and they're like, yeah, you can keep the fucking shark, and I was like, fuck yeah. So I still have the shark. It's still in my house. But it tasted like someone mixed vodka and cough syrup, and yeah. That was a thing. But yeah, there you go.
That sums up most of the drinks you could get here. Doesn't really matter there. Outback, Applebee's, pretty much anywhere. Chili's, TGI Fridays. It's just gonna be NyQuil mixed with some vodka, and then you're set.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I feel like that was the mood, especially after eating that much food. But there you go. All right. Anyway, we are now whizzing through things, so let's get through the intro. So. I'm going to do this as quickly as we can, so everyone just grab onto your dice, grab onto your tables or whatever, because I'm not stopping. This train has no brakes. Okay, here we go. Welcome everyone to the role-playing game Pathfinder 2nd Edition, where we are going to be playing Gatewalkers, where a group of amnesiac individuals are going to do their best in order to try and regain their memories by tracking down and hunting out and beating up a mad scientist who is apparently working for a psychic whale, who is in charge of everything, using gates that were made by elves in order to try and remove everyone's minds to do what we don't know, but everyone is slowly starting to gain their memories back with flashes of them fighting some sort of giant gorilla. Now, the people who are making our channel look as good as we do, we have Hero Forge, because all of the little artworks, all the little 3D tokens you can see is made using an amazing 3D model maker software. Boom! You can make 3D models. Boom! You can use them for tokens, you can use them for real life. Whatever you want to use them, just make them have fun. We also have Sirenscape. Sirenscape is good for music. Music is great. Music immerses my players and makes them forget that I'm actually, like making up half this shit, because that's what D&D is all about. It's all about making up shit. Did anyone say VTTs? I know I did. This is a VTT. It is behind me. It is a virtual tabletop. It is where we play games. This is where we do things. This is how all my tokens are done. This is how all the rolls are done. This is how all the rules are done. It's all over here. We have players, because without it, I would be a sad man playing with myself online, and you don't want to fucking see that. We have Carl. Carl is a inventor. He is a person who masters robots, but is also a skeleton. Why is he a skeleton? We don't know. He has no body to blame but himself. We then have B03. B03 is a dwarf. Dwarven guy who is a big barbarian, who is a big sweetheart, but also hates hobgoblins. Specifically, the hobgoblin the group is currently trying to fight/save. We'll talk about more of that in a minute. We then have, that's played by Schoolia. Schoolia is awesome. Schoolia pretty much is the other half of my brain that is still somehow functional. So everything, it's a Schoolia. That's cool, yeah. We then have Rongol and Aelith. Rongol is, of course, a space bounty hunter / pirate / poacher. We don't fucking know. He's trying to build a guild. He's played by Neil. Neil is at a convention. Neil, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having fun. Then we have Aelith. Aelith is a survivor. Unfortunately, Jen is not. Jen is not well. We hope Jen feels better, but Aelith is an elven ranger who is trying to help the group stay alive and do cool things. And then we have Viv. Viv is a doll. He's a doll who is a child, who is a doll, who is a child, who has a doll that is not a child, that is also super scary, played by Mac. We love Mac. Mac is an amazing person, because Mac is one of these people who makes freaking props and art and does all this cool stuff. And we have known Mac since they were so little. They were so little, and now they sass me and they tell me off for yelling at Neil. Do you see what I have to deal with? Anyway, that's Mac, and Mac is playing the tiny.
You made me tiny again?
I will make you tinier if you keep this up. Then, as I said, then we have, of course, our lovely audience members. Guys, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. It is so good to see so many familiar faces. Pebbles is here. I see Schooly Eye. He's freaking right there. I see Nomad. I see Paul. I see Christina. I see Adam. Adam. I saw you playing Fortnite. You're good at Fortnite. You should come play Marvel Rivals with us. I see Cookie. I see Seabat. I see who else do I see? I thought I saw a Cass. There's a Cass. Yes. Malakara. I see you there. Votaria. I see you as well. Welcome. And it's good to see all of you guys here, because I appreciate you guys all being here. By name, I appreciate you guys. Because without you, I would not be doing this. Honestly, I would just be doing it, privately, because why stream if no one's watching? But because you're watching, there are a number of ways you can interact with the game and have a bit of fun with us while we play. First of all, you can watch the show, earn channel points. Those channel points can be used for inspiration, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing, all sorts of really, really cool stuff. So go and check those out. Those are amazing. And if you're subscribed, you earn channel points twice as quick. So go check them out as well. Hey, if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine too. But those of you who do have some monetary income to throw Dag's way, let me tell you about the Dag of Holding. Basically, after we have done the Dag survival check for the month, which we smashed through thanks to your generosity and kindness, we do the Dag of Holding, where everyone on the table that hits the $100 threshold gains a magic item from Dag's home games. These are very, very cool items that come with a little story. But in addition to that, this month, because Dag's had a couple of bills that's come up, we are also adding in a second thing. For every $100 that we make with the Dag of Holding, the entire lot of my players, all of my tables, will gain one secret fighting out for a member of that table. We have already hit that first $100, so one person at our table here tonight is going to indeed get a secret fighting out, which is a custom feat that I will create based on their character roleplay, their place in the campaign, and their story. So yeah, there you go. Now, if you want to donate to the stream, we have a number of ways you can do so. We have... Boop! The donations bar. The donations bar has hero points and jinx points. Hero points are red marks that can be used by the players to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that is in the rules, and roll with advantage. Jinx points are not here because I don't have any, but they're the purple marks that can be used to stave off death. No, what am I saying? Counteract hero points. Make bad guys roll with advantage and complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from either a table in this book of roleplay books, which has a bunch of random encounters, random events. I will throw something from there at my players, or I will draw a narrative plot twist from this deck of amazing story ideas. I will then use the greater of my improv brain cells in order to try and make the game more exciting, more fun, and more story-driven, based on whichever random prompt we end up getting. We then have our $20 donation, which is the coveted golden natural 20, because sometimes shit just needs to work, and a nat 20 is how we do it. Oh, God! We then have our $50 donation, which is a boss buff, which allows the encounter the group is fighting to exponentially grow more difficult. We can change the terrain. We can change the parameters of victory. We can add nuns who are on fire, who are also three-headed jaguars. Whatever the hell we do, we make the fight even more difficult. The other $50 donation is a Harrow draw, which is a draw from the fortune-telling deck that I have somewhere in front of me. I destroyed everything, so here we go. Boom. These are fortune-telling cards, each one coming with a prophecy. Once reading that prophecy, if our heroes fulfill that prophecy, they will get a secret fighting art, a boon, and a magic item gifted by the creature within the card. This will also happen if they decide to reject the prophecy directly and do something else instead. So either way, it's a really, really great boost. And then we have our $100 secret menu item. The $100 secret menu item is going to be this. Carl! You are significantly without Blastoise blasters on your mech's armor. That shall be rectified as I will have you fitted with 2 hydro pump cannons, specifically because I am so excited about Pocopia, and I don't have it, and I can't afford a Switch, and my hopes is that if I have enough secret menu items that are Pokemon themed, I can use the money to not only pay for my bills, but maybe possibly buy a Switch and get Pocopia. That is my dream. That is my hope, except it feels really nasty to kind of put on my, my donation bar, Switch and Pocopia as my fucking donation goal. But I'm still telling you guys that's what I'm doing, but that is what we fucking need. And you can blame Dread. Dread fucking is all over it and is pissing me off. Because you know what you have? You know what you have? You have Scyther arms, okay? Do you know what? Do you know what's on my desk? Okay, I want to point this out. Just give me a second. On my fucking table, in addition to all of my D&D stuff, I have a little thing of me, okay? Very important, okay? Okay? I have this. This is the first real gift that I received from a fan in person, okay? This is always on my table. I have this, which was a handmade bead thing that was made by a young person who came and who it's very special to me. I wish I could say more, but I can't. But just trust me that this is from someone very, very special that I keep here, right? I have these cufflinks which I wore to my best friend's wedding. Okay, I have these are the sorts of things I have here, right? And on my desk, I have a Scyther, which you can't see because he's green. Okay, but he's here. Okay, and you can have Scyther arms in this, okay? You can have Scyther arms.
Well, I can't believe that you're doing all this Pokemon talk and there's no Neil.
I know. Anyway. It's a secret menu item. Yeah, there's that. You guys ready to start? Can we play games?
There was a donation that came in from Cookie.
Hey, okay. Yeah, I wasn't just frustrated there. I just donations. Fucking giving my money. No, I'm just fucking. I'm the worst. Cookie, you fucking legend. What have you done? Let's have a look. Schoolie Eye and Dead Aussie Gamer, a natural 20 and hero point for Bilratar and Viv. 2 Jinx points and 1 roleplay item. Interesting. Okay, let's do it. So we have. Let me see here. So that is 1 hero point for Bill. There we go. We have 1 hero point for Viv.
Thank you.
Have a nat 20 for the both of you as well. There we go. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And we have 2 Jinx points for me. And then we have random roll. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Ooh, I think I got a good one here. Let's go with... We don't need a journey encounter. We need... Oh, I like the idea of a hazard. A curse, maybe? Okay. All right, let's add a mechanic. Hold on, here we go. Yada 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 over here. Sorry, bear with me. I'm adding this as we go. Cookie, I need you to roll me I need you to roll me a d20, and I need you to select someone to roll a d20 as well.
And so while they're doing that, Doug, do you want to do the fighting art from the other tables?
Yes. All three of you roll a d20.
Bill already has one for the Flaming Fist, by the way, so...
Carl and Viv, roll me a d20.
On it. Shit!
Dang. All right. Well, Mac, you are the recipient of the secret fighting art. And Kyle, you have been told to roll the d20 for the roll in
New
the
one?
playbook. Yeah.
New one? Okay. Don't worry. We're getting the ones out of the way now. We're getting... What the fuck?
Swings and roundabouts, my friend. Okay, let's see.
Swings and roundabouts.
All right. Cookie, you may choose. Do you want to be a blessing or a curse? A blessing or a curse, Cookie? How do you identify? Decisions.
Decision.
It's true. Those are the two things. A blessing. Very well. So, in the green lit area, and on that half of this elven temple, it has received the divine blessing of Calistria. And thanks to the efforts of Cookiemon Steve, anyone who is in this area will be at advantage for dexterity-based skills, checks, and abilities, and will have their movement speed increased by 10 foot. This will only apply to our group. However, Kyle, you are the malevolent curse on the other side of the temple. Now, Calistria is a fickle goddess, a goddess of betrayal, in fact. So if you are on the left-hand side, if you step on a shadow, you are dragged into hell. Full stop. Yep. If you, well, we'll say the shadow realm, basically, where you are then beaten by shadow creatures and then regurgitated somewhere else. That is if you step on a shadow.
I've got an idea.
Oh, and bear in mind, you are the only ones affected, not them.
Yeah, that's only
That's idea.
me, correct? Not like
The party, the group, our group.
Oh.
Yeah. So the shadows on the top side, and the fast movement on the south side. We have a divine blessing and a malevolent curse that is currently in play. Cookie, thank you for your donation, you lovely bastard. All right, let's go.
You
So,
gonna tell Viv what our fighting art is?
oh yeah, right. Viv, you're fighting.
Hi.
Viv, you have spent a lot of time ingratiating yourself into people's hearts through kind words and gestures in order to try and talk your way through even some very, very hazardous situations. As such, here is your secret fighting art. Your secret fighting art is that you have the power of divine empathy. You have the ability to, as an action, ascertain the true motive of any individual you decide to use a diplomacy check on. Now, you do still need a little bit of time to curry their affections and stuff like that. But in any given moment, you can take an action and go, what does this guy want? And if I say, this guy wants to attack B03, that means I, Michael, cannot change my mind unless Viv takes a specific action to change that course of action.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you have this as a power. It is divine empathy. You have the ability to, boom, specifically be able to ascertain the goals and wants of anyone you interact with.
Every day I get closer and closer to the power of friendship.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Are we good?
Beautiful.
We there?
Yeah.
All right. So, without any further ado, When we return, our heroes find themselves in the throes of battle. After finding out that Ostra had managed to catch up to and encounter Edward Riddleson, the evil scientist, who is apparently at the head of all of the catastrophes that are happening surrounding Osseo, the Black Frost whale, the missing moments, and all of the dangers our heroes have faced up until now, Carl has overheard an unusual conversation, one that implies that not only did Ostra work with Edward Riddleson, but so too did the rest of the group. Upon losing his memories, Ostra, unfortunately, found himself with no recollection of the mercenary company he was in charge of, one that involved Bilratar as well. And Bilratar lost everything as Ostra took down everyone other than Bill. To what reason Bill was spared is still yet to be decided, but realizing that they were not alone, Edward Riddleson called upon the rest of the group to present themselves only in time to watch as Edward Riddleson unleashed this horrible ooze-like creature onto Ostra, which attached to him like a tumor and forced him to suddenly engage his former allies in a heated battle alongside the clones of Riddleson. And it is here our fight begins. So, let's dive into initiative. So, at the top of the initiative, we have one of the Riddlesons seeking the opportunity to make a quick getaway. They start to move 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. They make their way over here, out of sight. Ostra is next on the list. It looks like he is trying his hardest to not unleash a bullet. Who was I aiming at? Was it Bilratar?
I thought he was stabbed unconscious and then pulled, or stabbed and then pulled by Viv's spell.
Yeah,
So
was he going to shoot anyone? Did we click
I
on
thought
it?
he was just down.
No, Ostra was being held hostage, remember? And
No. After Vivi's friend fetch, he started like changing, and he pointed his gun at, I think it was Bill, because
Oh,
the influence was taking over right after Viv friend fetched him.
Yeah. All right. Bill, we're going to shoot you.
Mhm.
Hunter's mark, etc., etc., etc. All right. 25 to hit. That will be... $34 points of damage as the shot rings out and blasts you, Bilratar. The one eye of Ostra from outside of his eye patch begins to turn and look at you. He says, "Let's finish this once and for all."
Out time.
All right, Carl, you're up next. As the friend-fetched Ostra has now begun his attack on Bilratar, you feel something strange from behind you. You feel a pull, almost like your body is starting to feel lighter, more agile. This is the effect of the blessing in the south side of the chambers.
so I have the bonus movement speed?
Yes.
Was that? Okay. All right. Hey, Bill, do you feel you feel like you got Ostra? You need a hand with this, or you want me to go focus on those Riddlesons?
Mhm. Keep them off me. It's about time I had fun playing with Ostra.
All right. Carl is gonna try to use the two ropes on either side of his suit and attach to the corner of... Oh shit! How do I do the ping? How do I do the ping? I thought I could do it. I didn't.
Spacebar and then click.
Oh. Oh, I was in Twitch chat. My bad. Okay. Wait, how do I do this? Got it. Okay, so I want to just ping between the doorway, basically, going from the left side to the right side. To the left of Bill. Yeah, there it is. That. Using those 2 anchor points, wants to launch himself, like reel in the ropes and launch himself.
Slingshot style?
Slingshot style,
Nice.
right to the center of the Riddlesons.
Okay, very nice. Let's make an acrobatics check as you watch as your arms fire out like grappling hooks, grabbing onto the wall. You then begin to pull that tension back, leaning back as you connect to it, and then like an arrow with a 26, you fly, and I presume you want to get into like roughly the center.
The dead center, yeah, if I can.
You won't be able to get to the dead center because looking at like obviously the launching point, you're probably gonna, that'll probably be the best place you're gonna get. But that's still pretty good. I mean, I'll give you there. I'll give you there. So you want to go quote unquote center.
And then as he's landing, Carl wants to explode.
Ooh, very nice. All right, that means that they're gonna make a reflex save. So I believe we can do this so that everyone gets to make their saves as is. So let me just see if I can do this for you. You are targeting that guy, and this guy.
You have that as Astra targeting them, by the way.
I do indeed, because I am dumb. All right, there we go. And there. And there. Okay. So, those are the guys within your range. What's the range? 10 foot, 5 foot?
For explode? That's a great question. 5 foot.
Yep, so that'll be those 3. Okay. So, now if you just double click the saving throw for your explodability, it should roll for all 3 of them.
Single click, not double.
No, yeah, sorry, single click. My bad.
My bad, I doubled.
No, that's okay. Hold on, let me clear that. And then just roll the damage. We'll figure out what happened to him in a minute.
All right.
Again, just single click the damage.
Single click. I always double click.
Gotcha.
All right, there we go. Nice, 21 damage, which, from the looks of it, is half damage to 2 of them, which is the top 2, and full damage to the one below. So there you go. So as you've come in, you've overclocked your explosion, and boom, you have damaged all 3 of them. Now, here's the alarming bit. The one at the south, he looks pretty beat up. The other 2, they kind of like smolder in the shoulders and stuff. They still look pretty fighting ready as they kind of like dust off the explosion. You watch as these 2 cylinders fire out of your chest, sizzling, still hot from the explosive release. Yeah, that's right. Haha, explosive release. Carl, what's your reaction to this?
I think Carl's just gonna try to. He's still got a shield. Just try to brace, seeing that they're not as detonated as he would like. So just kind of bracing with his shield, just fortifying to hopefully, brace for any hits.
Brace for impact. Okay. Unfortunately, you don't have an action to raise a shield, but you do automatically kind of put your fists up, ready to keep fighting. Rongal swiftly decides to come and make aid. He rushes this way, and as he does so, he feels something weird. He is going to make a reflex save. He makes it, just as he manages to step over Bilratar's shadow. You watch as a mouse sort of walks into Bilratar's shadow that's coming from the light from outside, and it's grabbed by something and dragged into the shadow realm. A few moments later, it's regurgitated as a shadow rat, which is now running around. It has been turned into a shadowy fiend-like creature. He then peels off and does battle with this Riddleson. All right. He throws his chakram. As they do so, they fly. One of them bounces and ricochets, missing by the wall. He summons it back into his hand before stepping forward and managing to hit that Riddleson. That Riddleson will come through and will also start fighting with our friend. Okay. The Riddlesons. This little Riddleson is going to go for Carl. Oh, but it's not going to make it. He's going to try again. He does manage to land a claw, dealing 13 points of damage across your chest. And with his last action, he looks at some of the others and has a wicked idea. You watch as he starts to peel off his face, and as he rips up chunks of flesh, dropping them to the ground. Carl, you watch as he transforms into you.
Should have seen that one coming. Yeah.
All right. Okay, there we go.
Now, when it comes to this dag, is that replicating stats, not just aesthetics?
You don't know. Maybe not.
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows? Okay. This other Riddleson is going to head with the other Riddleson, the one that had left previously. This Riddleson rushes around to try and deal with Viv. Rawr. Ooh, but will miss. It'll use its second action to then peel off its flesh. And as it does so, its body begins to shift and twist and change, transforming into a tiny doll.
It has limited reach now.
It does. Alright, there we go. We don't know who's who. It could be anyone. Okay, there we go. Alright. The Riddleson, which one? This one here. That was the one that... No, that's the one that you call. This one is going to go rush for Bilratar, but as that happens, several arrows begin to strike as Aelith steps in deftly, firing shot after shot, luring the Riddleson over to here as they begin to fight in their corner over there. Arrows fly, and you watch as they're basically dodging, basically blocking as best as they can these arrow shots as they begin to make attacks. Let's see. This Riddleson's fighting. That Riddleson is also fighting, which brings us to Bilratar.
Okay. I'm guessing that triggered memory will have gone by now, because that was obviously the big fight last time.
Let's see. Triggered memory.
Because that was in lieu for the frightened.
Oh yes, of course. Yep.
So Bill, knowing Ostra as well as he does from our past travels, knows Ostra likes fighting with that gun.
He does indeed like fighting with his gun.
Which obviously hurts Bill, as evidenced by the bullet wounds. So Bill is going to start by trying to grapple to eventually disarm him from that gun. So I'm going to roll to disarm
very nice.
first of all.
All right, it looks as though you managed to successfully get into a grapple with the gun. Now, the way that grappling works in Pathfinder 2nd Edition is there are 2 stages to a grapple. Because this wasn't a critical hit, what has happened is B03 has now landed to grab hold of Ostra's gun, but Ostra still has it. He is still wielding it, but he now has a penalty. If B03 can make one more successful attempt to disarm the gun from Ostra, he will then pull it free.
Which is what Bill is about to do.
Let's see it! Let's go, little man! Not with the 2, you're not.
Oh.
Do you
My hero
want-
point.
Huh? You want to use the hero point? All right.
Yeah.
Thank you to Cookiemon Steve for the hero point, as B03 does his darndest. Dang it.
Yep. Oh, still a 2.
It changes nothing. Thankfully, however, not a critical fumble, meaning that you are still engaged in that tug of war. It hasn't been lost. It hasn't been broken. You have 2. You have a divine intervention, so you do get a reroll, and an inspiration, which means you get to roll with advantage twice. That means you roll 3 and take the higher.
Okay. I need to keep putting it back to second attack. Right.
Nope.
1.
Oh, dang. I mean, you still have to roll the other one. If you roll a natural 1, it'll cancel. It won't, but, you know, I can pretend.
Oh, back to the 2s.
Does 3 2s in a row kill you? No, it doesn't. Okay, so, with the blessing of the gods of chat, B03, you snatch and wrench the gun free from Ostra's hand. That was your second action.
Yep.
Bill, make a will save as you pull the gun from his hand.
Sure.
You fail.
Why is it with me in 2s?
I don't know. At least they're not ones, man. Like, you would have died already. Okay. As you pull the gun free, all of a sudden you feel yourself being thrown backwards in a bar as you've managed to pull this gun, this very same gun, out of the hands of Ostra before. During a bar fight, Ostra was about to go and shoot someone, and you've disarmed him before he can, like, pull his guns out. You then watch as Ostra then just picks up a bottle, a pint glass, smashes it and uses the handle as a makeshift brass knuckle and starts to go ham on this random guy. You run up behind and try to grab hold of him, but one thing you remember is the heft of this gun. A heavy, heavy gun with a custom iron barrel. On the side of the iron barrel, you actually see something that you recognize all too well. But this symbol is scratched to shit. And that is the symbol of your mercenary group. You think for a moment that you've been in a bar fight with Ostra before, and this gun belonged to one of your mercenary friends, and Ostra stole it from them.
So staring down at the gun, and I'm just going to do the third action as roleplay.
Yep, sure.
Okay. He just looks up. I knew you were a murderer, you bastard! He's then going to toss the gun as he stares daggers, preparing to next round to effectively start shoulder.
You gonna toss the gun, or you gonna try and whack him with it?
Well, if it's from one of his friends, he wouldn't want to potentially damage a past memento.
Oh, sure. Okay, fair. Okay. Let's say tossing it aside is also equally bad. You know, you don't throw guns around.
Yeah.
Let's say that you've stowed it as your last action. So that means
Okay.
they have to basically do a thievery check or some sort of athletics to wrench it back off you still.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so you've stowed the gun and you roared at Ostra. We then go to whatever the fuck this is. What are you? Ugvlip. Ugvlip. Say it 3 times. Ugvlip. Ugvlip. What do you have? Oh, very cool. Ostra looks at Bill, cracks his neck, and you watch as Ostra takes up a stance. as I'm going to use 3 actions to use Anticipate on the Mind Slug. More on that in a moment. Okay. Viv, we think we go to you. But
I
is
don't
it
know,
you?
man.
Is it not? Could be.
Well, the last time Viv, this is not the first time Viv has her identity stolen by a faceless stalker. And I gotta be honest, she's a bit peeved that it's happened once again.
Son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
How dare you?
And if it's okay, and if you think this makes sense, I think the level of childlike petulance she has at this would be enough to trigger her to finally use her new ability to turn into human Viv, because by God, this is not happening again.
Ah, transforming to human Viv. Very well. Your body begins to shift and change, and suddenly, almost in a flourish of confetti and glorious looking stuff, poof, you suddenly transform into a human.
Wow.
Wahoo.
Now I don't have to change my character sheet.
Well,
Don't, Jack. Don't do this again to me, Michael.
yeah, it's fine.
So, I don't know if Bill is able to focus on this at all, but human Viv is now next to Bill.
Mhm.
And seeing Bill at the moment, the last time he's looked this angry was whenever we were actually in the Hobgoblin camp, and Bill lost himself, maybe just a smidgen, at that point. So we'll try to recontextualize for Bill. Wait, Bill, there's something on his neck. I don't think he's in control right now. We have to get it off his neck. Oh, you're muted.
No, I was just thinking about being really
No,
mean.
no.
It's
No,
fine.
no, Schoolie, I was.
Oh,
Yeah,
Scalia
sorry,
was.
Scalia was.
Okay, yeah.
So he's a weak-willed bastard then. That explains a lot.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to lean into it.
Yeah, no, you're doing
That,
great.
no, it's really good. It's really good. Bill! And was it a free action or a one action to turn into human Viv?
One action.
Sweet. Oh, great. There's two Carls now too. But I do remember you said you gave us little hints last time we faced the Faceless Stalker, which was if we can make it bleed, then it will bleed clear. And Carl doesn't bleed, so any amount of blood will probably imply that it's the Faceless Stalker.
True.
He's also a
So-
great big mech, isn't he?
That's what I'm thinking.
He
That
is a
like,
giant robot.
there's like
But keeping in mind,
that Viv-
the robot is just an aesthetic, so technically
Yep,
it's
that is
actually
true.
the flesh of the
Yep.
creature.
That's what, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that if the mech starts to bleed, that's a pretty good sign that it's maybe not
of course.
Carl.
Hmm.
So, was Viv aware enough of what was happening to remember which one is Carl, or will she just have to take a shot in the dark?
You will have to take a shot. in the dark.
Okay.
That's the fun bit.
Mhm.
All right, percentage or d20 to figure out who it's going to.
Well, there's two mechanics here. Either
Ooh,
you can
ooh.
take a perception check in order to lock a choice in, which means you can lock the correct choice in or the wrong one, or it's a 50-50 chance.
Okay.
And this will happen
What
at
do you
any
take
point,
what do you take-
because amidst the fighting, it's like they're kind of moving together and you're kind of
Ooh.
losing sight of them. So every round that goes past, they will sort of micro movements will make you confused as to which one they are. Same thing if they are disguised as you.
So with the perception check, take an action, or can I do that and then take my 2 action spell?
Yep, perception check and take an action, it's not a problem.
Oh no, so I wouldn't be able to do my spell if I did a perception check. Is
No.
what I'm asking.
'Cause
All
you
right, sorry,
shapeshifted.
Carl. Sorry, Carl. If the
Oh,
mech
and I can't
bleeds, it's a
change
pretty
your.
good.
I can't change your thing.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay.
let's-
I have failed you as a
What?
GM.
No. What?
I'm gonna hang up my GM.
But she likes being little.
It makes Dag laugh.
He does. Oh wait, you know what? No, I know how to fix it. There we go.
Oh
Now you're
my
big.
god.
you go.
Jesus Christ.
There
Put
you
that
go.
hat back on, Dag. You just fixed it.
Yeah, I did. Nailed it. Never mind.
My
I
god,
can keep being,
you're
I can keep being
a
GM.
genius. You're a genius,
Your,
Dag.
your voice has to drop now as well.
No.
No.
Okay. The new plan for this. I will take perception check to see if I can see which one is Carl at the moment.
Yep. Perception check.
Perception check.
Perception check. Yeah, he's the one on the left. Also, that's just a d20, but it's fine. It's a natural 20, so you're good. Yeah, he's the one on the left.
Woo! Okay, so I can't do my spell now. But I do know which one is Carl. So I'm gonna use my last action to command my Eidolon while I'm trying to help Carl focus on the Riddlesons. I'm gonna ask the Eidolon to try and help wrench whatever this thing is off of Austra's neck, so not getting in the middle of Bilwatar and Austra, going behind Austra to try to wrench the thing off its neck.
Okay. Okay, is that the choice?
Yeah, Michael. That is indeed the choice.
Okay, the Eidolon begins to move, but as it does so, Bill! Make me a reflex save. As the Eidolon moves across the room, its shadow moves as well. Bill, you saw what happened to the rat, and you dive. You managed to dodge very narrowly a series of grasping, shadowy hands as they all try to grab you simultaneously. The Eidolon's like, "What's wrong, Bill? What's happened? Oh no, you seem to have trouble. Stop it, you giant idiot." Okay, no, it's fine. So the Eidolon, as this giant jack-in-the-box makes its way to the other side of Ostra. It then, watch as it kind of grabs a hold of its thumbs and increases the size of its hands, grabs hold of the creature and tries to wrench it off. As it does so, you hear the sound of accordions as its arms are stretching. Make a athletics check.
Okay, let's see.
Your target number for the Oguvip.
Ogilvy?
Yes.
Yes. What is their target number?
Oh no. Okay. Very well.
Oh no! Oh no! It's fine.
No, it's fine. Maybe it's fine. It's not high DC. It's a DC of 19.
Well, now that you say it like that, Michael,
Yeah, no, it's fine.
what do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know, man.
I'm just
29.
trying to support Bill's moment. That's why I'm trying to like just get behind and not like get in the middle of this. And
I
just
feel like
fucking
this is.
putting-
I feel like this is solving Bill's problem somewhat, but you know.
Watch that's natural one.
Fine.
Schooly eye. I don't need that tone right now. Okay.
Very nice. Almost a crit. You do indeed pull the creature off of the off of Ostra. As a action, it is going to stick its needle as a reaction into your Eidolon. I need a will save from your Eidolon.
My Eidolon.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, the saves are what hasn't.
You can roll. It's got the same as your save, so you can roll for you if you'd like.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm really sorry, Bill. I was just trying to be in the background.
Depends how long it takes Ostra to wake up.
28.
8. That is. Where is the freaking DCs, sir? not going to tell me. There we go. That will succeed, but I will get you to re-roll it with my Jinxie point.
Oh, could you?
Like this. Boop.
How could you?
Do it again. Fine. Very well. You have grappled the thing, and as a reaction, it doesn't jab your Eidolon in the neck and try to possess it. Though it will in a moment.
Great.
But move, grapple, you've given it a command, so you do actually have one more action for the Eidolon.
For the Eidolon. Okay.
Because you've used the command action.
Right, yes. But the Eidolon had to move and then grapple. So
Yep,
wasn't
that's
that
two
already...
actions.
Oh, it gets a whole 3. Oh, I thought I only got 2.
It normally
'Cause
only
it had-
gets 2.
Gotcha. Okay. Do I have a box I can put this thing in?
Yes, the box that the Eidolon is in.
That doesn't seem like a good idea, Michael.
Totally good.
Totally could. Yeah. Great. Okay.
Your Eidolon also isn't carrying any gear.
Except for a knife.
Yeah, except for the knife.
Not a great idea, but would the Eidolon just instinctually try to fling this thing farthest away from us as possible?
You've only told it to grapple it, so that's all he's currently doing.
Okay. Then is it restrained is the next step where you're...
Yeah, you can try to restrain it, make another athletics check.
Yeah.
Target number is
That
19
was it,
still.
yeah. 19.
Yep, he tries to get a better grip of this thing. It is the gloopy.
Trying to get rid of its little needle hands. The gloop.
Yep, you
27.
grab hold of it, and you now have a firm grasp of it. Very well. All right, this Riddleson does some stuff. Astra, with no weapon in hand, takes a moment as he's freed from the creature. The poison still coursing through his veins, still does not see Bilrata or anyone as an ally. He will continue to attack using his fists. Let's see. Need to add fist. Regular fists, thank you. Fist. Done. So let's see. He then has that and that. Alright, very well. Alright. Again, still hunting his prey. He is going to try and clobber Bill. First attack. Ugh, terrible. He will miss. Second attack. He will land a critical hit. Bill takes 19 points of damage. Let's roll the D100. 82. That is definitely going to have some kind of effect here. 82. Let's see. Here we go. Melee. After his attack, he can grapple or shove. I feel like he is going to go for a grapple. So this is still part of that same attack. So let's do abilities. Skills. This is his second, so -4. Athletics. Okay, here we go. 22 versus your fort plus 10.
Which is a 27, so it's a failure.
Alright, he does not grapple you. With his third and final action, he is going to try to disarm you. I doubt he will, shy of a natural 20.
going to say, dissuade me from my fists.
No. He's going to try and take the gun off you.
Oh, take the gun.
Crit fumble. Bill, roll a percentage.
$37.
37. Okay. Unfortunately, you do not capitalize on that moment as he reaches behind you for his gun. All right. That was that. As we then go to Carl. One of the Carls.
All right.
I think it's you. Yeah. That's the you, Carl.
Yeah.
Even I lost
That's
track.
probably the right one.
No, I don't want to interrupt last time. Nomad, did you do your unstable roll to see if you can explode again? The unstable trait.
Oh, right. Sorry.
okay.
Yes. So, when you detonate your device has a potential to be broken. So what you want to do is you just want to roll your D20, and I think it's a DC 11.
Just roll a d20. Do I?
Yeah,
drop it
just
on
a
anything?
regular D20.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I believe the DC is 11. Let's see what you get. 19. Yeah, I'm fairly confident that's gonna be fine. All right. So
Cool.
yeah, you can explode straight away. You're while you've detonated, you haven't destroyed your armor so much that you can't use this ability again. But Carl, you're looking straight at your face.
Well, you've got this, mech. Let's see if you know how to use it. He says as he reconfigures his hand to go onto the end of his rope. And as he does that, he launches it towards his head. So he grabs the head of the Carl clone. And as soon as the hand's grabbing it, he wants to throw his arm down so it's anchored to the ground. So basically, he's anchored to one point by his head.
Interesting. I like it. Okay, so that's going to be a grapple, and then we're going to say a custom tether action. So let's start with your grapple check as we make an athletics check to grab onto his head. Ooh, a 16 is not great.
Hero point.
Let me tell you what you need first. You need a 17. It's not hard, but you need a 17. Are you going to use a hero point?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Hero point it is, baby. Oh, a natural 20. And you know what? With a natural 20 and a critical success, I will allow you to do that all as a single action. You do indeed grab hold of his head.
Yes.
And then as you do so, you aim your forearm down to the ground. It fires a spike with the rope attached to it. So your hand is basically around the neck of this guy. And now it is anchored to that spot. How long do you want that tether to be?
I'm gonna want it to be about 5 feet.
5
Just
foot?
like enough to get from there down.
Oh,
So he can't move too far.
Okay, so
like
you want to go
from
with
him to the
you
ground.
want to aim for sort of immobilizing it.
Yeah. Or just kind of
easy. He will gain the immobilized condition. Not a problem. Boom! As you have pinned him into place. That is one action. You've got 2 more.
Perfect. Carl is now going to Megaton strike into his gut and try to decapitate him with a punch. Is that possible?
Well, no.
That's the vision. That's the vision.
Okay. So what you're asking for is an insta kill. Now, in role playing games in general, there's a reason we have hit points. Very rarely can we simply go, I do X and he dies. However, I am a very big fan of Dungeons and Dragons 2nd Edition, which did have what we called fatal encounters or fatal traps. You have taken some time to establish something that's pretty creative. I like that. My martial skills tell me that this wouldn't decapitate someone, but would break their neck. But this also tells me that the creature, who effectively is very fluid as a shapeshifter, it can rearrange its bones, its skin, its flesh, etc. Breaking its neck won't kill it. So, even
fine.
if you
I'll go for a
did
neck break.
decapitate it, for example, that wouldn't kill it. I will, however, allow the crit to disorient him. So that's the compromise.
The goal I had in my head was just basically trying to get him to reshape, if possible. That's what I was going for.
Oh,
So
just-
not necessarily insta-kill,
okay.
but I
Yeah, okay,
realized
so-
how I phrased it sounded very insta-kill. My goal was to get him out of Carl's,
Out of
or at
Carl's
least
body?
try to...
May I
yeah.
make a suggestion?
Yes.
Do you have fire?
Oh, I don't think I do.
Okay. If you
I've got
did
acid.
any kind of external damage such as fire, for example, even though it looks like metal, it's not metal. So you spray oil and just light it on fire, that's their skin on fire.
Noted.
Yeah. So that would be the only clue I could give you in terms of that. Otherwise, just kick their ass. I mean, you know.
Yeah, as of now, I'm just gonna, he's anchored down. I'm just gonna punch him.
Yeah. And like being in your form doesn't do anything, but makes it hard for other allies to target you. That's all.
Cool. Well, now he's the one with the hand around his neck.
Yeah, exactly. And he can't do that ability.
Perfect. And then, yeah, just a megaton strike.
Megaton punch. All right. Your punch charges up as you go for a strike. Let's do it.
All right. First one on him.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's skidded on that one. All right, 28 will hit as your megaton punch, boom, lands. You watch as the chest sort of crumples a bit under the heavy weight of your blow. Roll your damage. Make sure you hit the right Carl. All right, 11 points of damage. That Carl is no bueno. He's not looking good. So megaton punch is a 2-action ability. Your grapple was 1. That'll bring you to the end of your turn. Rongol continues to do battle up in the top. He bounces off one of the roof areas, uses a grappling hook to snack onto the ceiling. Then he swings around, basically throwing his chakram at this one guy that he's fighting. He's definitely the most epic you've ever seen Rongol fighting. This Carl is being strangled, of course. Not enjoying it. He is also going to try his megaton punch as Carl. He swings to hit you and will strike as you take 12 points of damage from the first hit. He swings at you again. Ooh, but will miss. And he risks it all for the golden biscuit. On the third attack, he lands the hit for 15 points of damage. So, Carl, you just, as he's grappled, you're still close enough that he just swings at you. Bang! He hits you on the dome. And then again, boom! He hits you right in the rib as he is basically doing that. Adam's like, wait, is it a fake Rongo because he's doing so many cool things? Aw, so mean. All right, this guy is also going to disappear somewhere. Viv. The other Viv begins to shape change. Ba-la-la-la-la-la.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Turns into you.
Listen, Viv is still a child. Maybe did not fully think it through, but I was waiting for this.
Yeah. Changes into you again, and as it does so, he. What did you say? You said something. To.
Which part?
Earlier on, you were saying something to Bill, I think.
Astra might not be in control.
Yeah.
He has something on his neck.
So this guy. Okay, so this guy turns around and goes, Bill, Astra might not get in control. That's how you sound.
That's how you sound. Asshole.
They're going to use mockery on you and attempt to frighten you. There's no vicious mockery, he's just a dick. Okay.
Asshole, dude.
Let's see. Okay, 13 is what he gets. Alright, what is your will DC?
My will DC is not 32. Let me see if it's a crit. 1 second. How do I see the? Is it? Oh yeah, is it my save plus 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's my? Okay, there it is. Sorry. It is. Oh, thank God it's not a crit. It's a. Wait, no, it is. It is 23. Sorry.
Yeah. 23. No, it's not a crit. So that'd be 33.
Okay,
Would be
yeah.
the crit.
Okay.
It's still bad. All right. So he makes fun of you, and you're like, "Hey, my feelings."
Oh no, my feelings.
Then he punches.
That's what Viv says.
Yeah. No, that's what I say. I'm making fun of you, not the other way around.
Make fun of you.
Then slaps you in the face. Oh, it's just a disrespectful slap. You try to say that. You're like, yeah, this is what it sounds. And then she just goes, BAM! And you have never, and I want you to understand this, you have never in your life been slapped, right? This is like the weight of like, not only disrespect, but just like, it's like your cheek starts to go red, it starts to swell, it starts to throb, you feel it harder than being stabbed and any of that sort of stuff. It is just aching now as he looks at you and says, say something else.
What the fuck, man? This
Slaps you again.
What the fuck, man? Bro, that wasn't Viv. That was me. Oh my god!
BAM!
Michael!
You start
You
crying.
need to roll a third. You need to roll a third d20. Michael.
I do need to roll a third d20. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Please, this can't be how it goes. This can't be how it fucking ends. This can't be.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
it's close, but it didn't. Okay, no TKO, but I'm gonna roll 2 percentages though. All right, so 73. That is gonna be a crit effect, and 67, 2 crit effects. All right. Jesus. All right. So let's have a look. So the first one. Oh, you're frightened. Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm right. Oh my god.
There we go. So you know what? I'm gonna give you 2 frightened on that one. So you are now frightened 3. And then what's the next one? 67. Rampage. He gets a bonus to hit you, so he's gonna get a +2 attack on his next round. All right. So yeah, basically, just as you said, as you try to sass him, bam! Just this palm finds your face. You then sort of start sniffling. Your eyes water up. You try to say something else. Bam! That second hand comes in. You just cry. Like that's just what happens. It's just tears. You can't stop them. Your cheek is now like twice as. It's like you're hiding an orange in your cheek. You're like just, and because you're no longer a soft toy. Right? You're now actually flesh and bone. It fucking hurts.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I was waiting for you to say, and the eyes start tearing up, so you're starting to struggle to see.
Yeah, so no.
You didn't even give me a turn, Michael.
It wasn't your turn, it was his.
You moved it. It was on my turn.
No, it wasn't. Was it? Oh, it is.
No.
Yeah, it is your turn. Yeah, go on. I guess you gotta have it. No, wait, no, it's not your turn. That
No,
was the...
it's not.
No,
Ignore
that's
the
the-
combat. He changed the names so
Yeah, I
you don't
changed
know
the
who's
Oh,
names.
who.
Jesus
See?
Christ, Dag.
It tricked you
Although-
as well. Okay.
Fuck off.
Okay, so that's the so the one that Aelith is fighting is also doing battle. It's basically turned into Aelith and is now firing arrows. There's kind of like this little mini archery battle that's happening in that little rampart area. Rongal is also being kind of like trying to grab after he's swinging from his grappling hook. Are there 2 guys here? No, there's not.
No, you've got 2 over the Lich Gate.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, Aelith is still fighting. Bilrata, we then go to you.
Okay, so Bill, hearing all this, is getting angry.
Now I'm
and
angry.
he goes into his rage for his first action. With memories of the bar fight involved, he realized that the best way to deal with Ostra is to get him under the deck and then pummel sense into him. It's probably how the battle got last time.
Okay.
So, the second action is to attempt to trip.
Athletics check as you attempt to trip. Ooh, that is not going anywhere. Ostra finds his feet, but he does have his first of 3 reactions. So, Ostra, as he blocks your attack, his fist comes down onto the top of Bilrata. Jinx point. I'm not taking that too.
Of course.
Thank you, Cookie. Though I swear if you divine intervention, oh no, wait, hold on. I got a divine intervention. I don't need to use the Jinx point. Haha. Thank you, Cookie. All right. Oh, Bill can reroll. What do you mean Bill can reroll? Ah, fine. I take back my thanks. No, I don't. Thank you for the jinx point. Bill, you get the reroll in the trip attempt.
Yeah, I just need to reset it as attack number 1.
That'll still miss,
still
unfortunately. All right.
Yeah.
I will, however, manage to clobber you for 12 damage, absorbed to 1, as he hits you with that first one. Your second action.
Technically third action, but second hit
Oh, yeah.
is to try and just punch him in the gut as a result of all this. As this is basically devolving into a little bar brawl.
It is
Without
turning
the
into a
drink.
barrel. All right, that will hit. And again, as the second of these anticipate actions go off, you clobber him in the jaw. He clobbers you in the jaw. Ooh, but he misses. You hit him as he swings, but it's just too shy. Anything else? Or is that it?
No, because I had to rage because I didn't rage on initiative.
No. Oh,
Recharge them.
good. All right. The Oguvip is going to try and control this Eidolon. Will save number 1. Will save number 2. Will save number 3. Yeah, there we go.
Wait,
Okay.
Oh wait, is it 19? Isn't that meat speed?
No, it's 22.
Is it 22? These was 19.
No. That's if you're trying to beat its DC. It's trying to beat your DC at the moment.
Oh, gotcha.
And that has the negative 3 because obviously main Viv is frightened 3 just now. I don't
Oh,
know if that
yeah,
makes
true
sense.
as well. Yep, true as well. So yes, that will fail, unfortunately, which the Eidolon suddenly, as it just gets stabbed over and over in the neck, eventually succumbs to the creature, but it has no actions to command him, so it's still technically under your control, but also not. All right. Viv, you are scared, you are in pain, you've been slipped.
Yeah, man, it's a rough world out here. I turned back into human in the first 5 seconds. I'm fucking flip-flopped all over the place.
Yep.
Okay. Is it a free action to desummon the Avalon?
I think it's one action, but let me check. I'm gonna use AI. Hey Google. In Pathfinder 2nd Edition, how many actions does it take to desummon an Eidolon? One action.
To use the dismiss activity.
Dismiss activity action is one action. There you go.
Okay.
Thank you. No, you're welcome. It's fine. I'm just joking. I don't know. It's not saying shit.
I will desummon the Eidolon.
Oh no! The ooze thing falls to the ground. Whoops. I meant to do that.
Meant to do that. Totally meant to do that. What would a scared Viv do at this moment? Let me make sure I have the right stats for this real quick. Everything is going great. I think it's just going to. I think Viv at this point wants this not Viv just to go away. So, what is the best option?
Acid in the face.
Again? No, I've already done that. Can I angle a haunting him? That's a 15-foot cone so that it doesn't hit either of the Carls.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, okay. Actually, no. I'm trying to find the ones that don't have something that's going to be affected by my frighten, because I have 3 frighten and everything's great right now and I'm feeling wonderful. Shut up!
Shut up. You're stupid.
This is making it real hard to focus, man. I'm trying so hard here.
I'm very happy that this guy managed to get 2 crits on each of those slaps.
I'm sure you are, man.
Best thing ever.
Okay. I'm not. I need a sec. Okay, I'm fine. Everything's so fine. Okay. I think Viv is the moment in the middle of 2 very scary things. Watching her dad's fight and a version of her slapping herself. So I think she's going to just sort of start going this way towards anything else, towards this empty space. Like over here.
Okay.
And what else would she think to do? I don't know, Dag. I'm a bit confused right now.
I mean, I'd imagine you are. I mean, you're probably sporting a pretty decent concussion.
Yeah, I guess I'll do a healing potion.
You pull out a healing potion, she slaps it out of your hand. Potions are for winners.
Jesus Christ, everything hurts. Right here, by the way. Okay.
All right, here. How about this? He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out 2 silver. He hands you 2 silver. He says, "Now go take this, right? And I want you to just fuck right off, okay? Keep fucking right off until you find the fuck store, okay? Try to find one that isn't out of fucks, because all the ones around here, we're out of fucks, okay? Go find a fuck, and then bring it back here. And that way you can give it to me, so that someone's giving a fuck for you. You know, anyway, I don't know. I should have quit when I was ahead. Anyway, you move over there and you heal.
Yeah, thanks, Dag. This was very productive.
Yeah, it's fine.
Which one is me, so I don't accidentally heal the other Viv?
I guess you're gonna have to figure that out.
I shut the fuck up.
I'll give you a hint. He's the one that hasn't been bitch slapped.
Shut the fuck up, man. I swear to God.
The injured one. The only one who's been injured.
I swear to God, you asshole.
Oh.
You're a fucking bitch, man.
The light source is coming from here, presently. Yeah. So light is coming in that way and that way. Which, thankfully... Oh, actually, yeah. Viv, I need you to make me a will save before you heal.
For what?
For stepping on Bill's shadow.
I was always in Bill's shadow!
No, you were in front of Bill. So you were over here. Then you moved here, which crosses past that.
Wouldn't I have already been in Bill's shadow?
You weren't. I checked.
I hate you, man.
Yeah, make a reflex save. Hate me after you do the reflex save.
No, I'll do it both times, okay? I'll do it for both. Wait, reflex, shit, sorry.
Reflex, sorry. I know I said will, but it was a reflex save. I was just accustomed to asking you for will saves.
It's valid,
just because you want
dude.
to take over our mind.
Oh no! That's very bad. Alright, now you can make a will save. As you are dragged into a shadowy dimension. You take 7 points of damage. And let's make that will save, shall we?
Oh, Cookie's coming in clutch again.
Divine intervention on the reflex save or the will save.
He's not gonna work. I have a -3 from frightened. Okay, I'll give it another try. Tag.
We're just finding out if it's a reflex save or the will save, because you've got 2 saves here. The reflex save. Okay, let's do the reflex save.
Maybe Viv wants to be in the shadows right now.
Maybe.
Maybe that's better.
Okay, no, you're fine. You managed to jump over the shadow, make it over here, and then drink your healing potion. You do not take the damage, and you're not trapped in the Shadow Realm.
Hey, I love it, Dad. I love it.
All right. I think you've got one more action, right? You've moved, you've drunk a
No.
potion.
And I desummoned.
Oh, and you desummoned. Yes, of course, of course. All right, then we go to Ostra. Ostra is going to clobber you.
Yep.
He figures at this point it's probably easier to knock you out and take it from your cold body. Oh, but not if he rolls like this. All right. No, definitely not. Oh, critical fumble. Doesn't like that. You are much better at brawling than Ostra.
Oh
is.
yeah.
Well, he's a sniper, so I mean it makes sense. He's doing his best, but you managed to swing the upper hand here as with a 23 on his fumble. He has a -2 to his AC.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's not bueno. Okay. Last attack. Let's see if he does something with it. Alright. Oh! You hate to see it. Okay, here we go. Oh, and he fumbles as well. Jesus. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens here. We got a 25 on this one. Oh! Some stray overgrowth has wrapped around their foot, pinning them in place. They are immobilized. Alright, that was Ostra. Carl! You are also going toe-to-toe with your clone. He's still grabbed by the neck, but he is just using you like a freaking... like one of those like speed bags. As he's just like knocking into you.
Yeah, Carl's just gonna take a step back, specifically 10 feet back,
I'll come
so
back.
he's out of the range.
Okay. Do it.
And then he's going to start.
You gotta move yourself. There you go.
Yeah, no, I got you. And then he's just gonna start crafting some scattergun ammo with his other hand that's on his suit. So now he has the explosive rounds that did fire damage.
Nice. Love that.
Thanks for the tip. So on Scrounger Dedication, it's got a 10-minute craft time, but I don't know. There might be something I'm missing to change that time.
You need a hero point for it. You don't have them.
So is that
I'll
just...
tell you what. Roll a percentage. Let's see if you've... Because Carl is quite intelligent. Let's see if you prepared it in advance. So roll me a percentage and we'll see how we go.
Gotcha. That's the far right, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, the 00.
Yeah. Gotcha.
42. Ugh, that's not going to cut it, I'm afraid.
Well, no worries. Carl's just going to be crafting some ammunition and just staring at him, slowly backing up, and just start crafting ammo.
Okay. Very well. Okay, done and done, which brings us to Evil Carl. Evil Carl will use one action to shapeshift, which he will use to shapeshift his hand into a knife. He cuts the rope. He will then use his last action to charge you. Rah! But he doesn't do anything because he had to use both two actions, one to shapeshift and one to cut himself free and the other to move. So no actions for him. The other Viv will step forward. Unfortunately, that puts Carl in a shadow. Reflex save from Carl, please. Oh, easy. You flip over the shadow as more of these hands try to reach up and grab you, but you don't get grabbed. Calistria is mad. All right, Viv, you are going to get hit this time. A kick to the chest. Boof, as you are punted for 14 damage. And then with a backhand, a swing comes up, and you manage to dodge, ducking backwards and avoiding the strike. This dude is just encroaching on you. It is everything you would imagine the word encroach feels like. He is just lurching at you and striking. The archery battle continues. We now get to make percentage rolls here. Let's see how these guys are doing. Aelith is getting pinned. Aelith is getting knocked back. The archery battle is not looking good in Aelith's favor. Rongal and his opponent. Rongal is actually decimating this guy. This guy is being run circles as Rongal is basically bouncing his chakrams off walls and ricocheting, summoning them, melee slashing. It's just this circle, and every now and then, every time, just when he thinks he's grabbed hold of Rongal, Rongal manages to set himself free and continue his onslaught. He is not happy. All right, Birota, we're back to you.
Yep, as the bar brawl continues. Stage 1. After Ostra tried to grapple onto Bill, Bill's going to return the favor and start by grappling him.
Ooh, very nice. All right, you reach over and you try to grapple. Success! You grab hold of Ostra. He yells, "Let go of me, you bastard!"
Yeah, right. Like that'll even wake you up and make you back to your right senses as a fist then comes in to try and wind him to stop him from talking effectively.
Okay.
You know what? Just because of where we are.
I think it's because you're struggling, like because you're grabbing hold of him, you're trying to get a good hit on him. He knows how to lean in and take the hits. He managed to avoid any severe damage, but you do manage to hit him, just it doesn't give, you don't have the leverage to do much with it.
Yep.
That one, however, does. Is that with the lower AC? Yes.
Yep.
As you can see, there's a defense -4 there.
Yep.
All right, Ostra takes 21 damage. Nice. Love that. Okay, and that is Bilratar. Bill, the creature starts to squirm and move, looking around for anything to latch onto, and he sees Ostra and you. I'm just gonna roll a quick percentile here. Okay. He's going to use his first action, and is it orb creates this oh my god, this weird kind of glowing, almost like psionic energy. Some of the rubble begins to levitate. One of these large chunks of rock fly over and miss you completely. A second one also completely misses you. The third and final one. Terrible. Absolutely heinous. Let's see how we go. No fumble ability. Okay, cool. Well, as these bits and pieces are flying over, Bill, you're kind of using Ostra as a makeshift shield. Ostra is kind of like blocking as best he can because he also doesn't want to get hit. It hits his van braces and his shoulder pads, but you do manage to avoid these attacks. As we go to Viv.
Okay, let's see. For some reason I've lost my place on the map, so let me see if I can remedy that real quick. There we go. Okay. Viv is going to... do the wall shadows count, or is it just our shadows?
So only you guys are being targeted by the shadows.
So like, if I step closer to the walls, I mean, does that...
Oh, do the wall shadows count? Yes.
Thanks, Ty.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ty. You're the best ever. Well, Carl keeps getting close to me, so I can't do my thing anymore. Because I've been trying to get away from everybody. How do I do this?
You can run.
No, there was a spell I wanted to use, but let me see.
Abracadabra!
Sorry, I'm a bit stuck. I'm not sure what Viv would do at this moment.
I mean, honestly, I wasn't lying. I think if Viv is a child who's just been slapped and this thing is very terrifying, running is not a... I mean, it's not... I mean, keeping in mind, it's still going to go for you, so as far as functionality in terms of, like, being an effective member of the group goes, you are still fulfilling your role of distracting it from adding to anyone else's encounters and stuff, but it feels more roleplay orientated because Viv is quite young, you know? Remember what I said before. If you hit me with your mechanics versus my mechanics, I will respond with mechanics because that is what you're vying for. If you go for roleplay, it's less likely I'm going to unleash all of my shit on you just to kind of beat you, you know what I mean? So, how Viv would act is entirely up to you. No one's going to judge you for acting inefficiently, if that makes sense.
I know, I literally don't know what she would do. That's what I was trying to
Oh yeah, if it's a
say.
child getting slapped and bullied by this thing, yeah, and your fear is literally well, your fear 2 now, and you're afraid as this, because keep in mind, when we're talking about 5 fear, you're talking about borderline like heart attack kind of level, you know? That's 5 fear. So you're at 2 fear. So, you know, that's my 2 cents, but I'm not telling you what to do. If you want to try and come up with a plan, you can make an intelligence check.
No, sorry, just a lot at once. Just saying.
Do you need some time, or would you like me to move on and come back before it has its next turn?
Maybe that. No,
Sure.
I think I know.
Yeah,
what I can't
no worries.
talk.
Take some time. Sorry, what was that? Sorry, I missed that last bit.
I know what I want to do, but I can't talk.
Okay,
At the
sure.
moment.
Just let me know when you are, and then we'll jut you in, and I'll give you another chance before it gets another round of attacks. Okay. Ostra is grappled. He is now going to make a... This is his 3rd round, right? Since he had the thing
yeah.
removed?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Ostra attempts to try and break free of control. You watch as he starts to he seems to come to a little bit. He is no longer immobilized by the poison. It is slowly leaving his body. As Carl, the real Carl, it is now your turn.
The ammunition, is that crafted by now?
10 minutes?
Or no?
No. Every round is 6 seconds.
Oh, okay. Is that something that I can...
With a hero point.
Yeah, no, sorry. Is that something then that I can put on pause or multitask? Like, how would moving, I guess, work if I were to... Is that just something that's happening in the background while things are going on, or is that something I have to focus on?
If you're crafting this thing as we go, I'm gonna point out it'll take 100 rounds to get.
Yeah.
It'll get to there. You would be better off seeing if anyone's got anything. Like, what's the plan here? You're gonna try and make ricochet bullets out of fire.
It was going to be Carl's hand into the gun and then shoot that so he got the explosive damage.
Okay.
So converting his hand into the ammunition to then basically...
Right,
Carl's just
okay,
gonna...
I see what you're saying. So what we can do here is we can use your explode action and change your point of origin, if you would like. So basically what we would do is you would still load your hand into the gun and fire it, but you would basically not be the point of origin. So instead of having it being a focused fire thing like it would if you were making the ammunition, which like I said, the fight will be well and truly over by the time it's made, we can do it that way. And there you don't need to use any hero points, you don't need to do any craft checks and stuff. How does that sound?
Okay, on that kind of a shift, Carl's hand is still, that the clone cut off is still behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And Carl just recall the hand to run up from behind him, grab onto the back, explode.
Yeah, that'll take,
one.
yeah, you can, yep, absolutely. So, you can just use the explode action, so if you want to drop that onto him, the hand sort of comes to life, crawls up on the back of the fake Carl, and detonates.
And, oh shit. The...
Reflex save.
Oh shit. I grabbed the wrong thing. Ignore that, sorry.
How dare you? That's okay. Alright, he fails, so he will, you can drop the damage on him now. Oh wait, no, you did already, did you?
No, that was just random. That didn't apply to anybody.
Oh, yeah, drop it on him, then. 25 damage, nice! This Carl, now, transformed. Okay. There we go. All right. Oops. No.
Yes, that's the fake Carl.
Oh shit! Wait.
This whole time. Hold on. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. You now know.
Did anybody else just get removed from the map? I went into a black void when my character changed.
Yeah, it says Dag's changing the enemies and all that sort of stuff. Just flips around.
Gotcha.
There we go.
Oh, good. Cool.
All right. I have fixed it. Done. Now, with your damage and the explosion, it is now revealed as its true self and cannot shapeshift without looking like a very clear fake. All right, that's 2 actions for your explosion. You got 1 more to go.
Carl is just gonna try to take a step. A jump. Over a shadow, hopefully.
Make an acrobatics check. Or an athletics check. Either or.
Yep. Acrobatics. Oh fuck.
Nope, still fine.
Okay,
See, that's
cool.
that's the benefit of taking the action to do that, is if you know it's there and you can make the jump, it's almost a 1-for-1 distance. So 15 is 15-foot range, so yeah, easy done. You jump over
Sweet.
without any problem.
Trying to.
Cool.
Okay, never mind.
That's it?
Yeah, the jump was with the intention of, after that last round, when Carl had to dodge the doppelganger shadow, Viv's clone shadow, he's trying to intercept where they're running in case we can whittle them down and then start 2v1ing or 3v1ing. Basically just whittling down the clones and trying to,
Okay, so let's put you here then, and that way you can, if they move towards you, you can double team the injured one.
Sweet.
Okay, not a problem. Rongol is continuing his epic fight. He's actually almost done, to be honest. Nope, I lied. He's injured. Okay. Viv, you want to interject?
Yeah.
Okay. Viv, you see the encroaching clone of you approaching. You hear the explosion of Carl's other one, and you can see that after a certain amount of injury, they revert back. What do you do as this one approaches?
I think Viv wants to create a diversion to run away.
Love it. Okay, what is the
Her
diversion?
using her cottage, Poppet's cottage lantern. Because it has the 15 cone light that fascinates or can potentially.
Very nice. So you basically, as you pull out this this lantern, it begins to create a scintillating prismatic array of colors, like the ones you kind of see in like the bedroom thing that kind of makes it look like you're underwater. There's like this spray of color that begins to glow outwards. I'm gonna give you an extra effect here. The evil Carl, now that the shadow is being cast from something you possess, that guy's going to have to make a reflex save. Okay, he manages to dodge out of the way to avoid the shadow hands that grab hold of him, but they are both going to have to roll against your DC for fascination. Carl's one is okay. The other one is okay. Alright, so they're not fascinated, but they definitely are both drawn in and distracted by your lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Hero point for Carl and Bill, courtesy of our friend Cookiemon Steve.
And that triggers a second secret fight art as well.
It does.
And then if it's create a diversion, does that mean I have to roll deception for that? Or is it just we're saying it's fluff-wise trying to distract?
Fluff-wise, it's trying to distract. They are focused on you, so you've kind of pulled attention towards the lantern. That's not fluff, that's the actual effect. They just aren't fascinated, so they're not, like, compelled to do it. So if something else between this and whatever your next turn is pulls them away, they are able to be pulled into another direction. That's it, yeah. But right now they are focused on you and the lantern.
I think Viv might struggle to move anywhere out of fear of going into any shadows, so I think that they are a bit locked in place out of fear at the moment.
So you can see that there is no shadows here along that path there until you get to Ostra. So if you went this way, then diagonal that way, there's no shadows.
Okay, I'll try that.
Alright, easy done. They do not have attacks of opportunity, so you are happily and easily able to move that way. And unfortunately for them, because you've moved, he needs to make another save. Damn you, small child. Damn you, small child. Alright, the hands grab hold of him. He takes 10 points of damage. Let's see if he's trapped. He is not trapped. Thank goodness. But you do have a do or die flip if you want to take it for this guy.
Okay.
You want to take it?
But Dak, I think he passed the DC.
Nope, not his reflex save.
No, it's a different DC for the item. The item has its own DC.
Oh, no. He's not fascinated, but when you moved, the shadow moved.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, we can try for it. Yeah.
Okay, let's flip it. Do or die, baby. All right, here we go. Ooh, that is a die. So, the shadows pull him in, and he disappears. There is a blood-curdling scream as the evil Carl is now gone. A inky black mess is all that remains. The other Viv, evil Viv, bad Viv. This Viv should definitely be that color. There we go. Okay. Bad Viv notices what is happening. They will now leverage the shadows to their advantage. So basically they've just learned what this curse is, because they didn't before and they weren't really using it to their advantage. Now, noticing what happened to their friend, they will now try to do that with people. Alright, but that was Viv's turn. Carl did his thing. Rongol did his thing. Bad Viv. Okay. Bad Viv sees Carl and is going to go for him and try to make you fall into the shadows. Reflex save. Natural 20. He needs to make it. Carl, if you want to, you can make an acrobatics check to jump onto the other side of this guy and try to get him in the shadow instead.
Ooh, yes, please.
Let's do it. Natural 20. I'm going to give you that. Let's make an acrobatics check. Yep. Your target number. Yes, you managed to do so. Getting through, you sort of swap places with him. He is unexpecting it, so he gets a -2 penalty on that. As he tries his gosh darn hardest in order to not get sucked in. Oh, but he fails. All right, he takes 19 points of damage and fails to avoid getting trapped. He is now in the shadow place. All right. He has been shadowed. Okay. The other Riddlesons are doing their darndest to try and fight off the others. Let's make some percentage rolls and see how Aelith is doing. Aelith is getting her footing back. Ooh, Rongal has nearly won his fight, but there's still a bit of stiff competition. Bill, we're going to end on a cinematic note here, so we're going to go with, as Bill, you are still holding onto Astra. The creature is going to try and inject you. I need you to make me a will save. You manage to hang on. As this creature tries to force your mind to break, you feel Astra reaching for his gun. Do you let him take it, yes or no?
Given what Bill has been at just now with this fight, he probably would be a no.
All right, that's fine. Astra struggles against the grapple. Thankfully, he's not restrained as of yet, so he will still get his athletics check. $24.
That's against fort save, correct?
Fort plus 10, yeah.
Yeah, which is 27.
27. Ooh, unfortunate. Okay, he does not manage to pull over and grab it. During that struggle, the creature tries again. This time, he goes for Astra, who is fighting against the grapple. Astra tries his best to avoid it.
Oh, Kiki's just done another divine intervention.
Oh, divine intervention? I'll take it. What's the divine intervention on? I imagine it'll be for Astra gets another check. Ooh, okay. Let's see if Astra can do better. Oh, no. Astra does not do better, sadly. And Astra will fail that will save, but you know what? I'll give him the extra will save just because Cookie's been very kind today. But alas, neither. Bill is too strong. Okay. The creature jumps up, and now that he is restrained by B03, it once again stabs him in the neck. Astra begins to lose his composure once more. This time, something different happens. Rather than seeming confused, Astra seems ill. His skin begins to go white as more of this creature seems to inject itself into his body. As it does so, you can see these green veins starting to appear over his face. He actually tears off his trademark eye patch, and you can kind of see his eye is now being corrupted by this creature. As this is happening, Astra just looks at B03 and says he's sorry. Before you watch the ooze start to sort of just consume the majority of his face. You see that part of his eye now kind of rolls backwards. His mouth drools this viscous green liquid. Astra's vision sort of indicates there is nothing now inside the man. his mind clear with only singular purpose: consume. And this is where we're going to end today's story. But we'll return next week, hopefully with a full contingent of our heroes, and to see the gripping conclusion to the battle between Bilratar and Ostra. But in the meantime, guys, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead as a Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. We will be back in about 8 hours or so for the Starfinder game, No Place Like Home, with a different group of our Patreons. So, guys, in the meantime, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until then, game hard. Oh yeah?
There's the Dag Folding and second secret fighting.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yes, thank you for the reminder. We do have that. So, Carl, you are the proud recipient of our next secret fighting art. Let's do these real quick.
Alrighty.
Okay. I'll get so caught up in all the drama. Carl, your secret fighting art. Given that you have been using your body parts to explode, I love this idea, and I believe that this is going to be the case, that you are going to be able to do wonderful things with this power. Every limb that you decide to use will have a different function when used as a weapon. If you were to use your legs, for example, you will then launch a forceful attack that will shove anyone you shoot in addition to explode. If you use your fists, there will be a cable attached to it, allowing you to grapple anyone within. Like, basically, when the hand explodes, the hands then do like a bolas type thing and wrap up whoever you're with. If you happen to use your head for whatever reason, your head will allow a confusion state to occur to all those within your exploding radius. And of course, if you use your whole body as it normally happens, you can do a cluster bomb. The cluster bomb basically increases your range from 5 foot to 10 foot, with a secondary save made to the people in the 10-foot range, but it'll do half the damage of the initial center mass. So basically, you'll blow up the middle, then you could use cluster. If you cluster, there's a reflex save for people at the 10-foot mark. Okie doke.
Oh, there's going to be some great things that come from this.
Brilliant! I love it, and I can't wait to see it. This is your secret fighting art. I'm going to call it an arm and a leg. That's what I'm going to call this power.
Yep, I'm here for it.
Done. Okay, which means that all of our other tables are going to receive a second secret fighting art, so we love that. And as far as your homebrew item goes, for the homebrew item, I do like this one. This is actually quite an interesting one, and very apropos magic item, actually. So, basically, there is the idea of a phylactery is a very common idea. Liches are a type of undead who are wizards who stored their soul inside of a mundane object in order to protect it, so that should they ever die, they would reform and reincarnate from this central source. There are lots of stories about things that contain souls and how that sort of works. The magic item I'm going to provide is effectively a soul trap, very similar to the one that you would see in Ghostbusters or the like, and it will allow you to collect and possess and trap the soul of a creature or entity. The side effect that I actually had with it is it allows you to then also brew an elixir, giving you a temporary bonus to one of its powers or abilities. Were you to kill, in the presence of one of these traps, a doppelganger, for example, you would get a dose of a poison that will allow you to use its change shape ability. If you did it to a dragon, you might get its dragon breath ability. Whatever the case is, the soul has been trapped and distilled into a delicious potion, and the delicious potion will then provide you with a monstrous bonus. I used this in a adventure with an alchemist that I had, and he made lots of sodas. And this was one of his like promotional seasonal sodas. Like when he'd have pumpkin spice during the autumn and stuff, he would have like, "Ooh, I have manticore blood. Manticore blood is great. It's good. It's good for regrowing hair." And he would like be a like smooth talking sort of salesman type thing. But when you drink the potion, you would grow quills like a manticore, and then you would get to fire them like spikes, which is kind of cool. So yeah, the soul trap potion. That is what we are going to give you guys as our secret Dag of Holding item. So thank you very much for the donations and for that threshold, which means we're up to the next one when we come back to Starfinder. The 31st. So 31st will be the last day for working on the Dag of Holding stuff. So hey, if you want to get us to the next threshold, feel free. But otherwise, guys. My name's Michael, the Dead as a Gamer. This is my place, this is my face. You can find it here a number of times. And stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not, it's free. Go and subscribe to No Man's channel and go give some generous love to the lovely children at Starlight. They are also children who work at Starlight, I think, maybe. Do they work? Kinda. Young people volunteering. There you go. Go and donate to a wonderful cause. And until we meet again, hello. Oh, it's telling me to take out the garbage. I have to take out garbage now. Game hard, or die trying. Goodbye, folks. Mwah! Love your faces. See you next time.
Ya.
Bye.